Lucali in Brooklyn has become a famous spot, frequented by celebrities. What makes this pizzeria such a magnet for high-profile visitors, despite some recent criticisms?
Lucali's charm lies in its authentic, rustic setting and the personal touch of its founder, Mark Iacono. Celebrities are drawn to such authenticity and the exclusivity of a spot that's not trying too hard to be trendy. For instance, Jay-Z and Beyoncé have been known to dine there.
However, while it's a favorite among the stars, the general public might find it overrated. Many argue that the pizza doesn't justify the long wait times and high prices. Would you say the same?
That's a valid critique. The allure often outshines the actual culinary experience. A regular customer once told me they felt the pizza was good but not exceptional enough to merit a second visit, especially with so many other options in New York.
Given this divide, do you think Lucali will continue to thrive solely on its celebrity patronage, or does it need to adapt?
Looking ahead, if Lucali wants to maintain its status, it might need to balance its celebrity allure with broader public appeal, possibly by refining its menu or improving the overall customer experience.
Let's dive into the broader topic of quality versus hype in dining. Lucali, despite its fame, isn't on many best of lists. How do you think hype influences perceptions of quality?
Hype can create a powerful first impression, often overshadowing the actual quality. In the culinary world, a restaurant can become a must-visit spot based on a few viral moments rather than consistent excellence. For example, the cronut craze showed how hype can propel a product to fame.
But can hype sustain a business long-term? Or does it eventually fade, leaving only the truly exceptional places standing?
Hype is typically a short-term strategy. While it can spike interest, sustained success relies on consistent quality. A study by Cornell found that restaurants that focused on quality and service had better longevity than those relying on initial buzz.
In the future, do you think diners will become more discerning, or will the hype continue to dominate the scene?
I believe diners are becoming more savvy and informed. With the rise of food review platforms and social media, customers can now sift through the noise and focus on genuine reviews, leading to a more quality-driven market.
Authenticity is often touted as a key ingredient for success in the restaurant industry. How does Lucali embody or fall short of this concept?
Lucali thrives on authenticity through its minimalistic approach, focusing on traditional pizza-making techniques. Mark Iacono himself often emphasizes the importance of doing things the old-fashioned way, which resonates with many. However, some argue that authenticity alone isn't sufficient without innovation.
Could you give an example of a restaurant that balances authenticity with innovation effectively?
Certainly, consider Roberta's in Brooklyn, which combines authentic wood-fired pizzas with creative toppings and modern ambience. This blend has allowed them to maintain authenticity while attracting a diverse crowd.
So, for a place like Lucali, is there a risk of becoming stagnant if they don't evolve?
Yes, there's a risk of becoming a relic if they can't adapt. Moving forward, integrating subtle innovations could help them retain their core identity while appealing to evolving tastes.
With so many pizzerias vying for attention, what does the future hold for places like Lucali? Will they continue to stand out, or will they be overshadowed by newer entrants?
The future is competitive. Pizzerias must innovate and offer unique experiences to differentiate themselves. Lucali has the historical charm but needs to leverage it alongside modern strategies. An example is how some pizzerias are now offering virtual pizza-making classes, combining dining with interactive experiences.
Do you think delivery and takeaway services will play a more significant role in this sector moving forward?
Absolutely. Since the pandemic, there's been a surge in demand for high-quality takeaway options. A pizzeria that can maintain quality in delivery could expand their audience significantly. Statistics show that online food delivery is expected to grow by 10% annually over the next 5 years.
In light of these trends, what strategies should pizzerias adopt to remain relevant?
Pizzerias should focus on enhancing the customer experience, both in-house and through digital platforms. Developing a strong online presence and engaging customers with storytelling around their brand can help them maintain a competitive edge in the future.